What's up guys, it's your boy Milano Miguel, back at it again with another video. Today is the Coppa Italia quarterfinals recap, so here we go. Here we go. The Coppa Italia quarterfinal round, Milan versus Inter. Yeah, Della Maddonina 2.0. Let's get into the game. Tatarashanu would get called up, Della would get called up, and we had Romagnoli and Kier back in the partnership. Theo Hernandez, Mete gets to start, Kessié with him. And then in the midfield we had Leao, Brahim Diaz, Alexis Saelemaekers, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I think Milan started the game off well. They came out attacking, trying to create a couple opportunities. Then, a shift of events as Simon Kier got injured and had to come off. And then we saw the introduction of Fikayo Tomori making his debut at Milan. And from then on out, Milan continued to press. Inter going with the likes of Kolarov and Perisic in their starting lineup wasn't the best idea for them. Kolarov managed to give Milan a goal in the last Derby della Maddonina, in which Milan triumphantly won. And Kolarov was the man yet once again to be at fault for Inter conceded. In the 31st minute, Zlatan Ibrahimovic strikes the ball right between Kolarov's legs. Hits off the post and goes in, 1-0 to Milan. I think the first half was pretty good. Right before the brink of halftime, Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Romelu Lukaku got into it. And boy, Lukaku was pissed, man. To me, when I was watching the game and I saw that happening, I was like, okay, it's Zlatan, it's a bit of banter. But then, when I saw Lukaku's reaction and he wanted to fight, and credits to Paulo Valeri for calling halftime after that corner kick, because a fight would have brawled out if he didn't blow the whistle, which was smart from him. Yeah, to me I thought okay, maybe Zlatan or something racially was said, but I'm like, Zlatan isn't racist and none of the Milan players are either, so I don't know what happened. Apparently, Zlatan said that Lukaku is shit and that he's a donkey and that he should go do his voodoo stuff, because apparently when Lukaku was at Everton, he didn't renew his deal because of some voodoo thing told him to move to Chelsea, but he didn't end up getting that move to Chelsea and he went to Manchester United. And then from Manchester United it didn't really work out, and then to Inter. Lukaku responded with, your shit, I'll fuck you and your wife. And then Zlatan said something about his mother. It was a yo mama joke. It wasn't like, oh, I'll kill your mother or something like that. I think he was like, go tell your mother or go ask your mother your shit or whatever. And then Lukaku took it the wrong way and was like, you want to talk about my mother? And then, yeah, fight almost happened. But then halftime, everything cooled off. Second half, yeah, everything was fine until Zlatan Ibrahimovic ended up getting a second yellow card. When that altercation happened between Lukaku and Ibra, they both received a yellow card, fair enough. Zlatan ended up getting a second yellow card for a rather soft foul, in my opinion. I think the ref should have given him a warning, considering that was his first foul after the half. But it was another second yellow, and then Zlatan was off the game. So Milan go down to 10 men in the 58th minute, and that's when kind of everything shifted to Inter's side, and Inter started to get more into the game and start being more dominant. Henceforth they had the man advantage, would concede a penalty off of a rather questionable tackle by Leao, who ended up clipping Barella slightly. They got a penalty. Lukaku stepped up. He hit the crossbar, and then it went in off the crossbar. He almost missed that, but Tatarusanu went the wrong way. So yeah, after that penalty was scored, Inter was just pressing for that second goal. Milan were trying to hold on. Some brilliant defensive efforts from Fikayo Tomori. Honestly, he did really well in his debut. Some mistakes done by Mate. And then in the 80th minute, Paolo Valeri ended up pulling a muscle, couldn't continue, and had to be subbed off by the fourth official. And so we had the fourth official come into the game. But by that point, Milan were just exhausted. They had 10 minutes of extra time. A stupid free kick was given away, and none other than Christian Eriksen comes up and he scores from the free kick. Man, but Cyprian Tatarusanu played out of his body today. Like, that is the man of the match for me. He had some crucial saves to keep Milan into this game, but at the end, Milan were defeated. And I mean, we've talked about this before. Coppa Italia is Coppa Italia. It would have been nice to win, but that's not really our focus. I think last year was really the year for us to win Coppa Italia, but it didn't happen because of the 08 goal rule. Sure, it sucks to lose to Inter, but let's remember that we're missing 5 starters. We had a red card, down to 10 men. And yeah, we bow out of the competition with our heads held high. And now we focus on Serie A and Europa League. Top 4 is still the goal, as we say all the time. And hopefully we can make a deep run into the Europa League. Yeah. If we can win Europa League, then why not? Brilliant performance today from Cyprian Tatarusanu, my man of the match. Sad to see Kier go away with injury. Hopefully he does okay. But Fikayo Tomori stepped up under pressure on his debut. Romagnoli was pretty much solid. I think Della and Hernandez did a good job. Hakimi didn't really do much when he was introduced into the game after halftime. Mate didn't have the best games, made some poor decisions, bad passes, lost possession in crucial places. There's been a lot of Mate slander on Milan Twitter. I think Milan Twitter needs to have some compassion for Mate because he just needs more time to adjust. You have to understand this guy was playing at Torino and he was riding the bench with Giampaolo, and he kind of didn't really have any motivation. Now he's here, he has to adapt to a new system, he has to build chemistry with these players. Kessié, wow, great performance, did everything that he could. I salute you, my presidente. Castillejo, who I already talked about this, Castillejo is good with his running and his defensive efforts, but kills us in the offensive. When it comes to the attack, he actually scares me. Salmakers, it was nice to see him. I didn't really see much from him in this game as well. I think he just had a decent game. Brahim Diaz, pretty decent as well. Zlatan getting the goal, but then getting red carded. It was really bad. Rebic came in, tried to do some stuff. Got a yellow card for a rather cynical challenge. Sure, you guys won the Coppa Italia, but we're coming for you guys in the league, and that's really all that matters for us, really. Not trying to downplay Coppa Italia because everybody's like, oh, because you lost, now it doesn't matter. A trophy's a trophy, But when we're talking about priorities, Milan as a club, our priority is to make top 4 and make it back to Champions League. It would have been nice to win the Coppa Italia, but it's not an objective. I'm glad we didn't go to extra time because that would have just been more fatigue for these players. These players can rest and then focus on the next match against Bologna, which we should have Benacer, maybe Hakan back. Go out there, get a win, play with all our heart, and then bounce back. It's about the league and Europa League now. So that's all I have for you guys. Forza Milan and peace.